Hello, Rat members. It's time to experience some Doki Doki Summertime for the second day in a row. You know, I realize it's actually normal to stream, you know, a game multiple days in a row when you're into something. I usually just stick to being a variety streamer and change it up almost on a nightly basis, but man, I will tell you, after last night's Doki Summertime stream with the Yuri route we finished, and the ending with Monika, I'm like, oh, wait, I might have to do a Monika route right now. I've low-key been thinking about it today. Even though I already did it a long time ago. I don't remember. It's been so long, though. I do remember parts of it. But we're going to do a full Monika route, and I'm going to enjoy it. Hello. Welcome in, Maz. I did fix up the sound bits, so hopefully they're working better this time. I low-key forgot this was a thing. Dude, Doki Summertime is the best Dokima, I ain't gonna lie to you. At least in my opinion. Okay, that being said, I haven't played all that many, but I played a pretty decent amount of Dokimons. But this one is just funny and charming and surprisingly well written for a mod. Also, I just realized my chat is not popped out. I kind of need that so I can see you guys the whole stream. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think I'm just going to get pretty much right started with it. I hope everybody's doing well. Let me know how the volume is if there's any problems. And yeah. Also, feel free to give those sound pads just a small test. I tried fixing them because I know yesterday there were some problems with them. I think they're all good now. So, hopefully. We'll see. Okay, time to turn off this interesting monkey ball music. I like monkey ball. Okay, hopefully the game's gonna show up any second now on the screen. Still not for some reason. Alright, there it goes. Alright, so we wouldn't be loading game. We're starting a whole new one now. Alright, we're not gonna be Yuffie this time. Mainly because I don't want to do that voice anymore. The MC is so dense and so stupid. My school hates me. I wake up and don't have breakfast. And immediate gym, band, and math, bro. Immediate gym does not sound fun, I'm not gonna lie. But hopefully, you know, it gets you a little fit in the morning. But I imagine you might probably feel tired and maybe stinky afterwards. So I can imagine that would be fun. I feel like I had that before. I feel like when I was in like junior high, I had that. I'm still sore. Oh no. But hey, at least you're getting some workouts in. That's better than I can say. I need to get more works out in, really. Santa's good? Alright, cool. Okay, I don't know who our protagonist is going to be. Let's just be an original character, I suppose. Or I don't want to be boring and just call him MC, but this character is so dumb. We'll come up with a new name for him. His name is going to be, I don't want to be too silly with it. Since this, I mean, I don't know. Should I voice it as like an R&R character? That's the question. Should I? And then who would it be? And the answer is nobody, because nobody... Okay, I'm just being Rathu. It's me. It's Rathu. I'm being myself. Nobody else can have Monika. It's too bad. I do have a 1-pack. A 1-pack? That was a line from Doki Summertime yesterday, too. Wow. How silly. Well, let's go ahead and get started with this. The bus leaves me behind just as I arrive at the stop. Oh, they cut the opening because they know we've already done our first run. That's kind of interesting. That makes sense. It was just the opening to Doki Literature Club, except after the walk with Sayori when they get to the school, and she goes, Rathu, I caught you sleeping in here. Come join my club. I already told you to make cupcakes. Instead of him going, okay, that's immature, but I'll go. He's just like, nah, I'm not joining. And then it just cuts to Doki Summertime. Genius opening. They're like, it really does show that this is like an alternate reality where the literature club never happened. I feel like, and it's a clever, like, you know, bait and switch. Actually made me question if I even installed the mod the first time, I remember. Alright, so I'm not doing the Yuffie voice. Imagine someone gets this without knowing what's gonna happen and they get scared. There might be a tiny bit, but Summertime is pretty authentic. Like, it's like Act 1 if the crazy shit never happened, but a lot more comedic. And It's really fleshed out. I'm surprised between the many alternate routes and alternate paths that you can go and the many endings. This is a seriously detailed mod for a 2018 Doki Doki mod. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm not gonna give him really too much of a silly voice. I'm just going to be an exaggerated version of me. Not again! I guess I wasn't appealing enough to the bus driver with this plastic shopping bag by my side. At least the weather's pleasant today. I couldn't bear to just sit here for 15 minutes in some heat waves we had last year. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't even care when my parents warned me about the heat. One time they practically sprayed me down with a garden hose. I wasn't even that upset since we were having so much fun with Sayori. Come to think of it, I haven't seen much of her since last year. Not even on my way to school since she started oversleeping regularly. It isn't my responsibility to get her up on school time, right? Besides, I'm sure she was doing fine with the club activities she got involved in. What was it again? Something related to books? Not really my thing. Maybe some manga now and then, but that probably wouldn't be considered proper literature. Depends what manga, in my opinion. Games. Now that is my thing. Can't wait till I go home. Matthew, that's an oddly familiar voice. Oh, yep, here's Sayori again. Sayori! I haven't seen you in a while. Sorry if I bothered you. No, your timing couldn't have been better. I've got nothing better to do. I'm just waiting for the next bus to go home. I see. Okay, I'm not gonna do the silly fucking British voice this time because you guys said I should stop doing that. So I'll just do a normal voice for Monika. Proper diction. Hey, you're Matthew, right? Hello, Monika! Oh, sorry about that, chat. The silly rope girl, bro. We haven't talked much before, but I immediately recognize Monika. She's the waifu! That's what the dialogue totally said. Basically the kind of girl that chumps like me are too scared to talk to. You knew each other already? Not fair, I wanted to introduce you to. That's very silly in this pose. I don't know why. That's right, Sayori. We had a class together in the past. So, where are you two headed? We're going swimming! Monika said they have a discount on tickets for students and invited me to join her. You've got to grab the opportunities life gives you. Just because we don't have to go to school doesn't mean we should stay indoors by ourselves. Also, exercise keeps us fit and calms the mind too. It's going to be so much fun. I'm gonna do the flirting voice for myself just to differentiate the dialogue between the narration a little clearer. So let's do flirting. That sounds great, Monika. Hey, Matthew, what about you? Me? Yeah, what are you doing today? Ah, I glance at Monika and hesitate to blurt out some vague nonsense. Well, I haven't really made up my mind yet. Really? Why is she so surprised by that? Well, I was just thinking, you know. Sayori seems a bit flustered. Was she like this before? Want to join us, Matthew? I almost did the. Oh, the British keeps coming. Why do I do the British where she's not even British? She's clearly like supposed to be like American or something. All right, whatever. Right? I feel like in Act 3 Doki, doesn't she say some things like, where does this even take place? I think it's supposed to be Japan, but we all speak English, and I don't know. I just remember some kind of conversation like that in the official game. Yeah, that! What? You mean, oh, I'm so inconsistent with my voices. Yesterday got me all fucked up. I'll get used to it. What? You mean swimming? I'm not really a good swimmer. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We're just going there to have fun and enjoy the sun. Well, all right, Monika, I'll meet you two there. But first, I have to get home and get geared up. Do you know the way? Oh, brother, that meme stink. Okay, that meme was okay. It's just really old. This is a seriously dated mod because of that one line almost. Not exactly. Monika tells me how to get to the entrance. I write it down to make sure I won't get lost. The girls wave goodbye just as I see my bus arriving, with Sayori being her cheerful self and Monika sweetly smiling at me. On the bus, I get lost in my thoughts. This is really something. I didn't expect to get invited by two girls like this. Guess I owe my thanks to Sayori for stopping to talk to me. This isn't like when she tried to get me involved with her club. Attempting to bribe me with food, make me feel guilty because of the promises she made? I don't think that's right. We're in Japan, but we have English subtitles. Oh yeah, we're just like the weeaboo's dreams. We're supposed to go to Japan and be like, where are my subtitles? Sorry, I just thought I don't know. Anyhow. It's like I literally texted you just as you joined. I didn't know if you saw. Welcome in. But yes, welcome, Grandma. You didn't miss nothing, just the opening. Sure, this is kind of out of my comfort zone too, but thinking about seeing Monika in a bikini. Whoa, yeah! Oh, I'm excited. I fucking love this game. Oh boy. Both DDLC, DLC Plus, and Summertime. And lots of the silly mods too. I'm becoming a Doki tuber. I think I'm just gonna become a visual novel tuber, man. I don't know. I feel like story games are my thing. Between Telltale, Metal Gears, you know, visual novels like this, Fire Emblem 2 includes a visual novel, and at least the old ones. I just love these kind of story games, man. They don't bother me now. This is my waifu, okay? I have the Monika merch. I'm gonna shut up now before I dig myself in a deeper hole. It's just swimming. Besides, I can't even recall when's the last time I went swimming. Unfortunately, me too. I actually really fucking love swimming, so it's kind of sad. At home, I drop off the things I bought at the store. I rummage through my drawers looking for swimming shorts. Where are they? Has it really been this long since I needed them? Yes! I've probably never been this happy to find a piece of clothing. Now I just need to find some sun lotion. You know, I actually never wear sun lotion, which is probably surprising because I look very white because I'm white. But I'm also other things, Puerto Rican, Native American as well. Now, I don't know, I don't look like those two things. I look white as fuck. But my skin I don't get sunburn. I've never once been sunburned in my life. And I was a swimmer, an outside person growing up, believe it or not. I don't wear sun lotion and I'm fine. Man's thirsty for Monika. She's my number one. If I had to rank all of my waifus, all right, all of them, Monika would be number one. I don't even know what number two would be. I don't even know. Boa Hancock, that's number two. I'm not in good shape. Oh, am I not really? Anyway, and adding sun merch to that would make me as appealing as a warm beer on a hot summer day. Not that I know what that's like. Actually, I wouldn't either. I don't drink. The address Monika gave me isn't exactly in my part of the city, so it's probably best if I take the bus. Even if I had to wait 15 minutes again, it would still be faster than if I ran all the way, like I could run all the way. Now, I'm skipping a little quicker through the dialogue, because this is repetitive if you join for the first stream, so I'm kind of just quickly going through it to get us immersed here. Then Robin. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I don't know, maybe. Robin would be great, though. I'm not going to deny that. I don't know if she's my number 3, but she's at least in the top 5. I'll give you that. And also, Kurisu, or Christina, from Steins Gate. She's up there, too. I don't talk about her too much, but she's up there. Or the zombie. Okay, I'll move on. Luckily, I only had to wait a few minutes before the bus arrived. It's already early afternoon by the time I get to the entrance. Dude, I fucking love these backgrounds. I don't know why. They don't seem like they care much for presentation, since I would have easily missed it if I didn't have the address. Several people in front waiting to get in. Hello! Good afternoon! I'd like 1 student ticket. Is there a discount? Yes, 25% until the end of the month. Would you like to buy a monthly pass, perhaps? Nope. Just to let you know, no. I leave him in the middle of his sentence. Well, this place looks really good compared to the ticket price. I can't find the 2 girls anywhere. Takes me a few minutes, but I finally managed to get changed. Better not forget the sun lotion either. Back at the pool, I'm searching for Sayori and Monika. Maybe they're swimming and I don't recognize them in swimwear. I stand next to the pool. Splash. Did I scare you, Rathu? No! Just a little. Come in the water, don't worry, it isn't cold. Do you know how deep it is? Well, it's on the shallow end, so it should be just under your armpits. It's really deep on the other side, though. Ha! You get so easily startled, Sayori. Oh, Beanie! Oh, I don't know why I had to think about who was talking. Ha! She's right, you know. Yeah? Well, Sayori seems to be pondering something for a moment. Then I challenge you! I bet I can hold my breath for longer. Challenge accepted. That's the spirit. It It's good practice for you. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. What do you mean? For diving. What else? Oh, yeah, this fucking joke. Oh, you're right. Get ready, I'm coming in! The last sentence was directed more towards myself than the two of them. I did learn how to swim in my early teenage years, but it's not like I practiced much since then. Again, this is not accurate to me at all. I fucking swam my whole life until my grandma's pool broke, and now I have to pay to go swimming. What a fucking tragedy that is. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely not going to be proposing any swimming challenges to impress them. It's not like I'd be more appealing for being confident beyond my abilities. Ah! Come on, Wrath, you just hop all the way in and you'll get used to it quick. Ooh, it's a bit colder than I expected. Then again, I did get used to it for a few minutes. To my dismay, Sayori actually won the competition between us. I was tempted to ask for a rematch, but I figured it'd make me even more embarrassed. The barely noticeable difference between our times was just me being unlucky. Of course, swimming a few laps is almost mandatory if you're in an awesome pool like this. That is a big fucking pool, damn. I wish I had a place like this around. Wish my swimming skills were just as awesome. Getting tired after just 2 isn't something I was proud of. As I was having a breather, I noticed 2 girls leaving for the snack bar. Naturally, I went to join them. Turns out, even if Monika looks like quite the snack, she's not on the menu. Oop, I skipped something, whatever. We sit down on some lounge chairs and enjoy our drinks. After finishing my smoothie, I slip down into the chair to enjoy the warm rays of sunshine. Could probably fall asleep right now. I'd like to repeat for anybody listening in the future, if you didn't watch part 1, I read all of this in great detail, and this very first opening doesn't change because they haven't made any decisions yet, so I'm kind of just, you know. Close my eyes and listen to Sayori's conversation with Monika. I do love the narrations though. It is very easy to imagine being here. It's very chillax. This is a very relaxing and wholesome and funny month. So what did we have in mind for tomorrow? We could meet Yuri and Natsuki and go somewhere together. Our last meeting was a few weeks ago, so I figured why not? A whole day together with friends? Yay! Where are we going? What are we doing? If the weather's nice, we could meet in a park. Then we could discuss what happened to each of us. Maybe even talk about some literature if the others need something new. I'm so excited! I wonder if Natsuki's gonna bake cupcakes for our reunion. You could ask her yourself, you know. Well, I don't want her to work just because of me. I think everyone would like to have cupcakes, not just you. Oh, you're right. Sorry. Anyway, you could text her about it. It's a great idea. You always know what to do, Monika. Yeah, always. It kind of relieves me to hear that Sayori hasn't changed much at all. She's still cheerful, and I'm glad that she found friends that she can appreciate despite all of her antics. I wonder what the other girls are like. Of course, I probably couldn't get myself invited to an all-girl meetup. They'll probably want to... Wait, what? Chat, would you guys, in your opinion, personally, would you guys like to, if you were joining the literature club, first off, would you unironically join the literature club? Now, assuming all the crazy shit doesn't happen because we're not in a video game. Like, if it was in real life, and it was Monika, Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori, alright? And Sayori invited you in. Would you do it? Dealing with all the girls and getting into reading books with them every day? Or, these bitches too cray? You know? Or maybe you just don't like any of the reading. Ah, shit. It's kind of hot in here. I don't want this robot anymore. Maybe. I didn't join any clubs in my school, but that's because all my clubs are really fucking generic. Like, just the stuff that like almost every school has. And I didn't really feel like joining any of them. I didn't really have any good friends in my school. In high school, anyway. But, I don't know. Literature club sounds kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. If I was invited and shown, like that first day, like the MC was, I definitely would. If I just looked through club lists and saw literature club, I definitely wouldn't go, that's my thing! Woohoo! I woke up to Sayori nudging me on the shoulder. After a short misunderstanding, it was established that I slept for a pretty long time on that bench. Long enough that the pool place is closing shortly. Since Monika already went to change, more like we should be going too. Sayori insisted that she wants to come home with me, which I actually don't mind at all. It's always fun messing around with her back in the day. Part waits before entering the locker rooms. It doesn't take me long to get ready, so I decide to wait for Sayori by the female locker room door. Just as I get there, someone comes out. Oh, hey Rathu. She seems surprised by my presence. Hey Monika, thanks for inviting me today. Don't mention it. I guess it's the least I can do for Sayori. Sayori? Ah, she's almost done if you're waiting for her. Anyway, I hope you had fun today, Rathu. I've got to go home and get ready for tomorrow.
I would like to see Monika again.
Sorry about that. Like it says, honestly, yes with them. Just a regular club would have been boring as shit, because back in my day, they were all in the Twilight and Vampire Clubs. That's really true. But like this one, writing poems, Yuri reading an actual interesting, like, psychological horror novel, Natsuki reading manga, Sayori and Monika just being fucking awesome people to be around, I would be totally down. I would be hella nervous around all these, you know, women with an asterisk, because Natsuki's not included in that. She wouldn't make me nervous, she'd make me a little upset. I hope we'll see each other some other time, Monika. With them, I would be down to join them. Yeah, hell yeah. What if it was just us? Okay, I'm not proposing to actually do this, by the way. We already do enough shit in the server, but I'm just saying, if we all went to the same high school, and I proposed a literature club, and we were doing the same thing as them, I don't know. It could be fun, but also, now saying this out loud, there's no way I could fucking host that, because I don't know that many good literature. I love studying writing, and I could talk somebody's ear off about it like fucking Yuri and Monika. And I like to analyze shit, and especially writing, but like, I don't know, I'm not that experienced with reading books enough that I'd be able to host a club and like know what to look for. I feel like I'd be more tempted to join with all of us there, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I could host that one. Hell yeah, I'd join y'all. Hell yeah, Grandma. Ignore that face, sorry. See me in general, or just see me in my swimsuit? My face flushes right. Honestly, I wouldn't complain if I saw her in a bikini again. Ah, I mean see you in general with my eyeballs. She covers her mouth and giggles. I'm just teasing you, Rathu. It was nice talking to you. Again. Did she really remember talking to me in school? Anyway, I gotta go. Stay safe. And with that, Monika storms off as suddenly as she appeared. A few minutes pass and the door opens once again. You took your time. Meanie. But you didn't wait for me after all. Call me a meanie all you want, but I keep my word. Yeah, thanks for waiting for me. It's like when we were kids and we used to go to school together. She seems to be in a very nostalgic mood all of a sudden. Something holding her back in the past to play the shitty games that suck ass? I guess so. It's not really a big deal since we live so close. We do. Now she looks like she's about to space out. We're going to be standing here until they close the place and we keep messing around. Come on, Sayori. I think we can get to the next bus if we get there quick. Okie dokie, let's go, Rathu. Sayori's being her weird self as always. Managed to catch the bus just as it arrived. Sayori, look at her face. You know, admiring the art style of this game, which is supposed to capture the feeling of like early visual novels, like almost to a generic degree, but still look appetizing and have pretty decent looking character designs. Well, pretty good ones to be real. I do like Sayori's default expression because she is a silly goober. And the first time you play in the game, you don't really know too much about her, but you can kind of see the depth to her eyes, if you know what I mean. Like, she doesn't look like completely head empty stupid. Like, something about her gaze does, I don't know. In retrospect, I can kind of see it. I can see that there's a lot more depth to this character. Am I overanalyzing things? Of course I fucking am. I'm being Yuri right now. She influenced me. On the bus, we sit next to each other and chat about a few things. So, what are you doing this summer? I don't really have anything planned. I'm just going with the flow, baby. Oh, Rathu, you make me worried about you. Did you at least join a club last year? I looked at a few, but I didn't feel like taking on more responsibilities than what school requires me to do. Besides, what are your plans for the summer? Let's say I'm not sure yet. Why am I not surprised? You're always looking out for others, Sayori. It's what I do best. Fine, but what about you? Me? If you want to get me to take more responsibility for my future, shouldn't you show me by doing a good example? Well, there's nothing to worry about, Rathu. I'm going to be okay. If you say so. Sorry, shoots me a wide smile. This is our stop. We are at Sayori's house. She slowly turns around after reaching the gate. Thanks for coming with us today, Rathu. It was nice to hang out with you after all this time. I had fun because of... I said this is such a weird thing to say. I feel like if you pick Monika when talking one-on-one to Sayori, that's such a dick move. She's like, oh, Rathu, that was fun. I had fun because of Monika. She'd be like, okay, like, no, I'm not being a bitch. No, thank you for inviting me. It was nice to spend some time with my childhood friend. I wouldn't mind waiting some other time as well, you know, like we used to. You really mean that? Of course. You're gonna be fun to be with. Yeah, it's such a mean thing. Yeah, I ain't picking that. I know we're doing the Monika route, but I ain't gonna be a complete simp. Why is she blushing all of a sudden? Anyway, I'll see you around like a donut, Sayori. See you next time, Rathu. So before getting home, I recall something. Weren't the two of them talking about having some kind of nice meeting tomorrow? Man, wish I can get invited to something like that. Wonder what those other girls are like. Who's this ominous, shadowy figure with thick thighs on that side? Oh, let's ignore this one. She looks like a little Sonic character. I don't fucking know what I mean by that. If they're anywhere between Sayori and Monika, I might even have a chance. Still, I doubt that a group of girls would welcome me with open arms and start vying for my attention. That sounds unrealistic. But in the world of Doki, it's not. Oh my god, Mass. I don't remember setting an alarm. Oh, someone's calling me. It's already 10 in the morning. Rise and shine, young man! Rise and shine! Morning. You just woke up, didn't you? No. I've been up since 6 and just finished with... Listen, I don't have time for jokes now, could you please? My things said yesterday. The shop closes before I finish work. I can do it in the afternoon. Just sort it out now and you'll have the rest of the day for yourself, okay? Yeah, you're right. Be safe, sweetheart. Bye. Bye, Mom. Really not in the mood to go shopping, although I'm awake enough that I can't go back to sleep either. I head down to the kitchen and refuel my tank. Sweet! I found a brand new box of my favorite cereal in the cupboard. Goes in a bowl of milk on top, strictly in that order. I'm just skipping through a little bit of this because we've already seen this. Oh, wait, we're already here. Oh, wait, this dialogue is a lot more snappy than I remember it being. Gosh, I remember seeing Sayori like this before. Yeah, she's dazing off. Why did the chicken cross the road? Huh? Rathu, hey! Her expression changes as abruptly as the face of a digital clock. Sorry, I was just spacing out. You sure you're okay, Sayori? Yeah, I'm going to the park to meet my friends. It's going to be so much fun. Probably just overthinking things. Wait, are those friends the girls she talked about with Monika? An all-girls day, right? I didn't think of it that way. I'm sure the other girls wouldn't mind if a boy joined us. So, what about you, Rathu? Excuse me. I'm mildly shocked by her confusing question. Is she suggesting I should join? Whatever, I'll just assume the option would like to be true. Here goes nothing. So, you'd be fine with me joining? Well, you wanna meet them? Well, if you say it's so much fun, then it's worth a shot. Yay! I didn't even have to tell you about the cupcakes. What do you mean? Our bus arrives as I say that. She hops on first with a burst of joyful energy. The way there, I figured out if the meeting's gonna be boring. Okay. It's a proper reaction. There aren't a lot of people in the park. Some are walking their dogs, others walking with a friend or a partner. Finally, we take a turn at some trees and I see the three girls. I recognize one of them. It's Monika. Monika, baby! That's the one for me! Sorry. Sayori runs up to one of the other two girls who are facing away from us. Natsuki! Get off of me, you monkey! The other two girls giggle at Sayori's hug attack. Too horny to jail with you? Like the Sonic, you know, like the Sonic title screen? Monika smiles at me sincerely. The taller, darker haired girl notices this and turns to look at me. Our eyes meet and she keeps her gaze on me, then suddenly turns to Sayori. Hey, Sayori, I'm glad to see you in such good spirits. I missed you, girls. Today's going to be awesome. Natsuki, yeah? Do you still have some cupcakes? Well, you came earlier. Oh! I just want to see your reaction. We put 2
for you.
You're the best, Natsuki.
You know it.
As she says that, I cautiously approach the group. Hey, everyone! Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce you. Girls, this is Rathu. Rathu, this is Natsuki. She makes the best cupcakes ever. Well, what is that face on Natsuki's face? She looks intrigued, but like she's trying to look mad still. She's like... She eyes me with furrowed brows before speaking.
Yeah, you better not have come here just for a free sample.
Natsuki seems very certain that it was the food that brought me here. I was hoping for something sweet, but not necessarily edible. I didn't even know about them.
Good.
She seems disappointed. Of course she is. Sayori shuffles over to the girls with cheerful haste. This fine lady here is Yuri. She's really smart too. Bro, look at her hand. Look where it's. Oh, where's it going? Where's it? Oh, she's grabbing her ass. And Yuri likes it. Look at her face. She's so into it. This fine lady here is Yuri. She's really smart too. Sorry, pats her on the ass lightly as if to emphasize her qualities. Ugh, Sayori! I told you, don't... She finishes her sentence under her breath, so I can't make out what she's saying. It's nice to meet all of you. It's nice to meet you, too. Glad to see you again, Rathu. A wavering smile comes on her face as she lowers her voice at the end of her sentence. Ooh, the dialogue's changing. She didn't say that last time. Did she? Did she? Am I overthinking it?
So if not for the cupcakes, which are amazing, why'd you come here?
She's really putting me on the spot here. If she wasn't so cute, I'd feel intimidated. Well, Sayori seemed exciting meeting all of you, so I assume you're a cool bunch. It's nice to meet cool people. Wow, that's a really good excuse. That's nice, Rathu. You might be the first one to think of our club. It's cool. Your club? Yeah, this is the kind of friendly meetup of our members. You didn't know that? I tried to invite you during the school year. You weren't interested, so I didn't bother you with it after that. You didn't mention... All the girls look at me quizzically. I didn't know this club had such incredibly cute girls.
What?
I mean, I never imagined literature could be so much fun. Just always thought of it as something serious. I get where you're coming from. It was difficult to grab other students' attention during last year's festival. However, there are plenty of things we do in the club. We discuss things we read, our own writing, and have group activities. Yuri likes to set the mood with some tea, and Natsuki occasionally brings her own baked delicacies to the club. Make it sound really interesting, Monika. Monika's super inspiring and a great leader. Oh, Sayori. Hey, that reminds me, weren't you part of the debate club, Monika? I was, but I got tired of all the fruitless arguments we seem to have. So, I decided to create something I can call my own. Debates are supposed to convey ideas and feelings, which is kind of what literature is as well. Also, I had an interest in writing for as long as I can remember. You could say I wanted to write my own story. We didn't grow much since we started the club with Sayori, but I tried to treat everyone like they really mattered. I believe you will accomplish your goal. Sorry, that wasn't really her voice. I believe you accomplished your goal, Monika. It's inspiring to see you do so much despite all your other commitments in and out of school. Aw, thanks. There's no need to treat me like I'm that special. I'm sure we can all achieve so much more than we thought possible if we just put our minds to it. You nailed down the most important thing, Monika. That we had fun? Yes! The girls giggle in tandem. Glad Sayori found such good friends. How's everyone's summer been until now? That is a nice feeling, you know, when you haven't seen a friend for a while and they seem like they're just having a good ass time. It's like, I don't know, cause I'm sure we're all older here for the most part, unless Tam or them was in the chat. But I know for me, seeing people I knew from school as an adult is always a weird feeling, because I'm like, I don't know. I'll just say a lot of people aren't doing that well. Most people enter adulthood, especially nowadays, and it's just a shit show, or at least they're just struggling. Or they're lonely or something, man. It's always nice when you see somebody after a while, they just seem to be doing fucking great. It's almost inspiring. I don't know. I'm not an envious person. I get inspired. Let me shut the fuck up.
The usual, I guess, cooking, baking, housework. Oh, I also visited the zoo. They let me pet a lot of animals. Dolphins, turtles, owls. I fed the monkeys some bananas.
Did you pet any koalas?
No, they didn't let me.
I guess you didn't have the proper koalifications. Ah! Ah! She starts stabbing her. That's not what it said. Well, that escalated quickly. We watched them run around for a while. It doesn't look like Natsuki actually wants to hurt her. Sayori returns out of breath. Oh! Oh!
I'm gonna teach you a lesson with my bare hands.
No, Natsuki, please. There has to be an odder way. As Sayori's backing away from Natsuki, she trips over her shoelaces and falls to the ground.
Love smiling faces.
I forgot that was a sound pad now. I was like, what the fuck did I just hear? Hey, you okay? Mm-hmm. Natsuki extends her hand towards Sayori.
Come on, you know I wouldn't hurt you, dummy.
Sayori accepts the helping hand and the two of them return to our conversation. Did you do something interested me in the... Did you do something interesting in the past few weeks, Yuri? I got to spend some time with my mother and I found a new author. I'm gonna skip you a little bit of this. Sorry, Yuri. We literally just did your route though, and like nothing is changing so far. They're talking about, you know, what we're interested in, and they ask like, do you read anything? And I'm like, nah, games. He's like, well, I've read a manga once or twice before. It's like, yeah, it's just, if you play Doki, you kind of get the thing. I'm skipping through a lot of this. Okay. Okay, now she's talking about the acronym game. Cool. Okay, everyone, I'm going to think of 10 acronyms, and we each write down our guesses before casting our votes. Also, sorry, the sound pad, I fixed everything on except for the fucking volume. I don't know why, I can't seem to turn it up. It keeps giving me an error. Really annoying, by the way. I don't know what the problem is. I'm gonna have to look it up online, but not right now. Let's get started. I think I have to, like, mod the sound alert thing, but I don't know how to do that. Guess the acronym means each girl will like certain kinds of guesses. If you're uncertain of the right choices, don't be afraid to save and load your game. I still can't believe I created this entire game coincidentally. Okay, I don't want to accidentally click a Yuri route one, so I'm going to go over here. Alright, so we're going after Monika, so I might have to refresh, because she's definitely the hardest one to go after. Ah! Hold on. That doesn't even... Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense. I don't think any of these are Monika. No. That one is. Oh my god, none of these are. Oh, they're not. Oh my god, there's no way I'm gonna get Monika like that. Portable network graphics, there we go. What? I don't know. None of these. No. Oh! None of these. Damn it! This is fucking hard to get Monika. Wow, this is a long one. I've never seen this one before. Damn it! I didn't know. Okay. None of them. Oh, I already didn't get enough Monikas. Arrgh. Okay, portable network graphics. Maybe this one? This one. Ah! True type font. Yes. None of these. Damn it. I need to count how many I got because I don't know if I'm fucking up it already. None of these. God, there's no Monika ones. Oh my god. Why is this difficult? Jesus. The way that reads is wild. exists between keyboard and chair. What? Okay. It's not gonna be any of these. I should have knew that was her. Damn it. I don't know. This is probably Yuri. That's probably Natsuki. This is probably Sayori. No, I wasn't even right on that. I don't know. Oh my god, it's not giving me enough. Monika's. Sound effects. Probably Yuri. Shit. I don't know. Background? Yes. Okay. Great big hogs. I want to pick that. Let's pick that one. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. What? Oh. 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 God damn it. Background. I don't remember having this much trouble the first time. Or maybe I do actually. Maybe I do remember having this much trouble the first time. I think it took me a good while. Oh my god. It is... How do I get her? I have a feeling there's certain answers that Monika likes more than others, and you probably just have to pick those, even if she doesn't jump necessarily. None of these! Yeah, none of these. God, that one's her. Arrgh, this is not gonna be enough! Ah! Alright, if I don't get one on the first slide, I'm just refreshing. I don't know. Cock and balls. None of these. Arrgh, 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 arrgh. Arrgh, 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 arrgh. No, 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 no. How do you get Monika on the very first day? Like, I feel like on the other days it's not nearly as hard, but on the first day it's like almost impossible to get Monika. Shit. I haven't gotten any Monikas. There we go. Ooh. Wait. Yes, there's two. Two Monika. There's three. Three Monikas. That's 4 Monikas. No, give me more Monikas. If I get 6, I'll be fine. Oh, shit. I don't think any of these are Monika. Wait, that was 5. That was 5 Monikas. I think we got Monika. I think we got Monika! This game concludes. Monika announces the winner. I actually won. What does that mean? If I won, does that mean I got Monika? I think that means I got Monika if I win. This is going to be so much better than expected. I can see why they look up to her as their president. I've never actually played a game like this, Monika. It's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome on this fucking typing Star Wars memes. Will be a fine addition to your collection. What? How does she know I have a game collection? She looks into my eyes for a few seconds, letting out a brief giggle. Ha! Nothing. I already thought highly of Monika, but it looks like there's more to her than meets the eye. Oh, I think we got her! I think we got Monika! I want to see what kind of person she is beneath the image of a perfect schoolgirl. Who am I kidding? It's not like I can just get close to somebody outside of my league like that. So, how did everyone else like it?
It was alright.
I liked it more than playing Hangman. I can see the creative potential in it. Monika looks at me expectantly. Wrath you? No, yeah, I never played a game like this before. I kind of liked it. Glad to hear everyone feels included. Does anyone want a round 2? Yeah, but not today.
Maybe another time.
I agree. I personally would prefer talking about other topics. Okay. I think Monika wasn't only asking to be polite. It looks like she actually enjoyed it herself. There's a minute of silence between us. Yuri's the one who interrupts it. She reminisces over a book they read during the school year. I was never much of a reader, but I wouldn't hurt to listen in for a bit. So, what'd you think of the twist halfway through the story? I wouldn't say it came out of the blue, but the build-up to it was well executed. Characters were established just enough to get you invested. Maybe the pacing was a little too quick. The youngest girl's backstory felt like it was lacking proper explanation. The author intended to leave it to the reader's imagination. It was so sad. I felt really sorry for her when she died. Like, why didn't somebody do something? She had friends and all. It was revealed in the later chapters. Don't you remember, Sayori? I only read a few pages after the girl committed. They're just talking about Doki. Bruh. Shush, Sayori. Wrath, you might want to read it for himself. Wouldn't want to spoil it for himself, right?
Hey, I didn't read it either.
Ugh, you're right. I'm sorry. Didn't you say you're not going to read horror novels, Natsuki?
Well, yeah, but I can change my mind, can I? Huh.
I catch Natsuki glancing at me for a moment. I decide to take the hidden act upon it. Just a question. Do you sometimes read manga in the club?
Barely!
Natsuki's eyes light up like a fuse on a stick of dynamite, and she explodes with an energetic sneer.
Seriously, we should read them more often!
We did read some manga, you know.
Yeah, once or twice, but it didn't hurt. It didn't turn out the way I wanted.
Natsuki looks over to me, clearly passionate about the topic. Wait. Why? Wait, why is it going after Natsuki? I don't want to go after Natsuki. It should be Monika, isn't it? It's Monika, right? I was looking in from the outside. I think she's telling us all off.
I convinced Yuri to read manga once, and you know what she chose? This bloody horror thing. It's about zombie monsters with superpowers. Ah!
You know they're not zombies, but rather flesh-eating humanoids. I think it shines the light on the battle between our humanity and our deepest animalistic urges. There's this scene where the protagonist finds a
I don't care, Yuri! It's disgusting and whatever!
I agree with that, Suki. You should try reading some stuff that's not so edgy. I thought Monika quit the debate club, not renamed it. I'm open to finding new horizons and exploring different genres. All I'm asking for is a set of messages that can go beyond magical friendships and story-based recipe books. Yes. That's such a roast, but that's so true. I completely agree with that. Her emphasis on those last two things make it sound like she's being sarcastic. I'm an adult after all.
I'm 18 too!
Natsuki shrieks in a cute, high-pitched voice, all while stomping her foot. I also feel a sense of relief for some reason. I mean, yeah, I remember when the game first came out, everybody thought that Natsuki was still a minor, including me, and probably everybody else. Apparently she's not, because of the dark backstory. If you don't know, I'll just spoil because it's not explicitly stated in the game. She's the same age as all the other girls, but she's malnourished by her father, giving her a very skinny and small, underdeveloped body. Which is obviously very dark, but there is more to it, supposedly, if you look more into it. And that is also why there's secret dialogue where it says that Monika in Act 3 can say something like Natsuki comes to the club to eat because she doesn't get fed at home, and I'm like, Anyways, I digress. Natsuki, we're all the same age. Yuri's just a bit too serious for some reason.
Yeah, she's not so stuck up usually. Oh, I know what's going on here. Yuri's trying to impress somebody.
What are you saying, Natsuki? Ugh, maybe you should look up what they call projection in psychology.
Projection? Ugh, I'm not doing that.
Do you know what that means, Natsuki? We've been over this before. It's absolutely fine that you two like different themes and forms of literature. This diverse range approaches make our club something special.
King.
It wouldn't be spontaneous. Ooh, someone followed.
Ratrapina.
And for some reason, I didn't see it. Wait. I didn't see it. Why was that?
Where's the follow thing?
Wait, have you guys been seeing the overlay for the sound pad? Because I don't see it. Is it not here? Why is it missing? Wait, but the sounds have been playing. Hold on a second. All right, well, I missed whoever followed me because it seems that we're having technical difficulties, but I think I fixed it. I don't know why it didn't show up. That was weird. All right, whatever. Wait, let me test something. I'm gonna play a sound effect really quick. Did it? No, I didn't hit the play. Okay, it seems to be working now. Were you guys not seeing the funny pictures before on screen? Was it not working? Oh man, I don't think it was working. Tayman, wait. Oh, Tayman, you're here. Oh, welcome in, Tayman. Okay, I don't know why the stupid thing wasn't working, but whatever. I think I fixed it. All right, we should be good now. Monika sees you. Oh, we have a Monika fan in chat. Well, that's just lovely. I don't know if you've ever experienced Doki Summertime, but it's fantastic. And since Tayman just joined as well as Monika sees you, just so you know, this is an alternate timeline of Doki Literature Club where the main character does not get coerced into trying out the club by Sayori via cupcake bribery, and instead just declines her. But then over the summer, during summer break, he runs into Monika and Sayori on the way to the pool, and Sayori invites to join them since they know each other since childhood, and he joins them. And then, I guess Sayori invites the main character to hang out at the park with their literature club summer meetup, so that's where we're at now. And we played a cool acronym game, and through a very hectic array of events, I was able to get Monika. It's like a hidden route. It's very difficult to get Monika's route, but we're doing it. I got it. Am I seeing Zelda stuff in your background? Indeed, actually, if I go on this screen, this Deku mask from Majora's Mask I made myself in art class. I like pretty much all the Zelda games, but Majora's Mask is my favorite personally. Oops, wrong screen, sorry. But anyways, why is there no music here? It wouldn't be as spontaneous if we all were sipping tea and dissecting metaphors all the time. It wouldn't be as thought-provoking if we were just one-upping each other with clever rhymes. Likewise, it wouldn't be the same if we didn't mess around sometimes. I'm helping! Gosh, it would be particularly different if it wasn't just for me and a companion talking about reality. All in all, you're all important for this club. Please don't forget that. All clear? Everyone says, yes, Miss President. Yeah, and don't call me that. All the hype around Monika seems to have been grounded in reality. She knows when to interject and what to say to keep the peace. If it was up to me, I'd probably just get nervous and try to calm somebody, and try to get someone else to calm the tides. After a brief pause, Yuri checks on me. I'm sorry, but I have to go now. Already? Can't you stay a little more?
Yeah, Yuri, you're a little stuffy sometimes, but you're still an old friend.
Oh my god, this music's so loud. I would love to stay, but my mother texted me. I'm just glad I get to spend time with her. I hope you can understand. I'm sure we all do. Have fun, Yuri. Yeah. The two girls look visibly dejected. Are they really gonna miss Yuri that much? Sure, they can hang out some other day as well.
I guess we'll have to see each other another time, right?
I promise I'll make time for it. I'll get in touch with Monika since she can organize it so well. See you next time, Yuri. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. See you. Take care, Yuri. Sayori and Monika talk about things they're reading nowadays. Fortunately, I don't know what to add to a conversation where the topic is as alien to me as literature. What would I ask? Tell me something you like about the book? I would. I like reading. That's way too generic! Wah, wah. According to the MC anyway. Here's an idea. Why don't we all go to the cafe? There's one I like to visit nearby. To commemorate this day, coffee's on me. Do they have cookies? I don't know, Sayori. You'll have to come and see for yourself.
Can I get the one I had last time? They put honey in it, right?
Yes, honey. Rathy, want to tag along? This looks exactly like one of the opportunities Monika was talking about. It's a shame I have to go buy that item for Mom. Wait, there's one problem. What would that be? If I go with them, I might not make it to the shop unless... Wait, where is this place exactly? Monika describes the cafe as with landmarks and all that jazz. It's actually close to the shop I have to visit. I won't have a lot of time before I have to leave, but that's still better than turning down such an invitation. Rathy, did you figure it out? Lead the way, Monika! Let's get caffeinated! Yay, let's go! Okay, everyone, next stop, coffee shop. Bars, Monika. We went with public transportation. I sat next to Sayori. Since we spent so much time apart, we gave each other some summaries over the past year. She tells me about all the things they do in the club. Sounds like they have a good dynamic going on. No wonder she didn't try to look for me. Someone's tapping on my shoulder. We have reached our destination. It's just a stone's throw away now. Cafe Cack. Cafe Cock! Sorry, I'm very mature. I hold the door open for the girls to enter the cafe. Sayori's first, and Natsuki with Monika following them. As she enters the doorway, Monika looks me in the eye. What a Sayori suddenly stops in her tracks, blocking the way for the two other girls. This place is awesome! How did you find it, Monika? I was just walking around and wanted a cup of coffee. This was the first cafe I saw, and I instantly fell in love with it.
No kidding! It's really fancy!
It is really fancy, holy shit.
If their looks are as good as...
Oh, what am I saying? That is not what it says.
If their goods are as just... What the fuck? This sentence hurts my brain. If their goods are just as good, it's a perfect fit for you!
You'll see. Come on, let's order something after that little stroke you had, Natsuki. I'm sure Sayori's not going to get filled up with the view. You know me too well. The decorations and furniture are really top-notch, but that gives me the impression that the shop is... We approach a display filled with handcrafted cakes and other pastries, above which there's a big board with all the prices. Gulp. My impression is confirmed. If my wallet was alive, it would scream in horror at the numbers in front of us. Oh no! He's cheap just like me, for real! How does Monika afford? The cogs start turning in my head as I process the possibilities of Monika regularly visiting such an establishment. Does she have a rich family? She work outside of school? Does she have that many others? Does she have that many soothers?
Those cupcakes are so...
I don't know why I'm laughing. I just think her voice is funny. I'm sorry. Natsuki's eyes are fixated upon a pair of cupcakes that have normal animal faces drawn on them with icing. So cute. Don't feel ashamed to say it, Natsuki.
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
As the two other girls are examining all the delicacies on display, Monika's ordering the 3 drinks. And an Americano, black. What are you getting for yourself, Monika? A black Americano with sugar. That's how I like it. Sweet and dark. I feel like there's a reference somewhere in there. I decide to let it go because I've demoralized myself enough just by thinking about the price I have to pay. What should I get? What can I get? I remember one of them, the espresso, which is a shot of coffee. Not planning to take any shots today, though. Cashier, are you together? I look at Monika with a confused smile frozen over my face. She responds with a similar puzzled look, without a smile. The 4 of us are together. We'll take a seat. Okay, then. That was only 3, so are you getting something? I'm getting a black Americano, too. My wallet is getting gutted. I'm about to pay when the cashier reassures me that I can join the girls at the table. I assume I'll pay when we're done. Natsuki and Sayori are playing Pinky Wars. And there's Monika who's taking a picture of them. When she notices me looking at her screen, she gives me a sly look and puts her finger on her lips. I sit next to her and watch as the 2 warriors battle it out to the end. This is my favorite Natsuki expression. I don't know why. It's just so wholesome and very silly.
I win!
Sorry.
Not fair! I was fair and square. Just admit it. You don't like losing.
Natsuki, nobody likes losing fights. You should know that. No need to rub it in.
Fine! Where's our coffee anyway?
Monika pokes me with her foot and slightly turns her head to motion towards the incoming waiter. He's already bringing our coffees, but Monika just stays silent and sweetly smiles at Natsuki and Sayori.
Hello, when will we get the coffee?
Now! Just as Monika says that, the waiter arrives and looks straight at Monika. The usual, miss? Yes, please.
Cappuccino.
Oh, wrong character. Cappuccino!
Mine's the honey coffee.
Honey coffee? I know some people do that at work, but that's just weird to me. Also, like, when I drink coffee with honey in it, it just tastes like normal coffee. Like, I feel like you don't even taste the honey. It's just, I mean, I'm sure it's better for you with honey in there, but I don't taste it at all. The waiter wordlessly puts down my coffee in front of me. He's just about to leave when Sayori perks up. Where's my cookie? Did you order something else as well? Sorry, I didn't know what you... Oh, wrong character. Sorry, I didn't know what you wanted. You two were browsing and I forgot to ask. Could I have a cookie, please? Fine, fine. Monika turns to the waiter and forwards Sayori's order. Which flavor would you like? Oh, I forgot.
That's so like you, Sayori.
Let me go and check the display again. Be right back. Sayori gets up from her seat and starts walking towards the display. I don't like this. I don't like just sitting here with, like, I know Monika's right next to me, but I don't like just look away. Avoid eye contact. I don't like you that much, Natsuki. After exactly 3 steps, she turns around and looks at me with her usual cheery smile. Matthew, are chocolate chip cookies still your favorite? You got that right. That came out in a way more serious tone than I intended to. You got that right. I don't know what the facial expressions were. I guess I was like putting my Davy Jones Pirates of the Caribbean in there. Jack Sparrow! Chocolate chip cookies are my favorite from Davy Jones Cookie Store. I think I just had a stroke, sorry. That came out in a way more serious tone than I intended it to. Without a word, she marches over to the display. We can't see her from our table, but I imagine her animated expression as she leans in to browse the selection. Natsuki, can we change the camera angle, please? Why did she ask me about the cookie anyway? Does she want to share it with me? So, Monika. Yes? What do you do for fun? Lots of things. As you already know, I'm president of a club. That's a handful. I've also started playing the piano last year. Learning it, that is, and still taking lessons. I like to go running on a regular basis. Lastly, but most importantly, I read books. Bet you didn't expect that from the president of the literature club. Ha! Should have seen that one coming. How about you, Rathy? What do you do in your free time? Well, you know, guy things. Like what? Monika smiles at me sweetly, but with a piercing gaze that's ready to call out my BS at a moment's notice. Baseless statements, that is. The price got cogs turning in my head, and this one question grinds my gears at full force. Oh, crap, what do I say here? Monika's the exact opposite of me. She's always productive while I just kind of waste my time away. Again, I don't relate to the MC at this at all. Well, I like to work out at the gym, actually. What am I saying? I don't work out! Still, maybe I can make this work. Really? Which one? I don't remember the name of the gym because I just recently started visiting it. It was a nice area. I used to do it. My workout sessions at home. Yep. So what kind of things do you normally do? Just the basics, really. Push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, lift-ups, jerk-ups. I mean, what? Sorry? Lift-ups. Yeah, lift-ups. It's when you lift yourself up. Wouldn't that be a pull-up? So a sit-up? Oh, I guess that could be, yeah. No, it's different. It's not that easy to explain. I see. Why don't you show us then? Here in a cafe? Yeah. Don't you know the secret to working out is doing your exercises wherever you can? Yeah, I guess so. How about we do it outside? Do what now? Just as she says that, I spot Sayori returning with after After she said, do what now? Look at Natsuki. She's like, ugh. Little gremlin. Ugh. But I spot Sayori returning with 2 small plates in her hands. Matthew, I brought you something. So he puts on a plate in front of me with a tiny slice of a chocolate cake. Didn't she ask me about chocolate chip cookies? Sayori, is this a cookie? Easy question. It's a piece of cake, Matthew. Phone's going off. What the fuck? No, I'm busy. I put both of my hands on the table and look around with the most serious poker face I can force. There's silence as I'm looking down at the sweet gift from Sayori. I let out a playful sigh and intensely focus on the plate with the cake. Here it comes. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Monika's the first one to laugh and soon the others follow. I join them with a soft chuckle. It seems like my attempt at humor was worth the risk. This chocolate cake actually tastes amazing. I try to take it slowly to savor the taste. Meanwhile, Sarah's grabbing it, gobbling it down like she's in an eating competition. I listen to the girls chatting for a few minutes before I check the time. I really have to go now, otherwise I won't get there. Hey, sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to say goodbye before I go. That's nice of you, Matthew. Will you come back after you're done? Oh, look how pissed Natsuki is. She's like,
He likes manga, damn it.
she'd like me to come back? It's really tempting, but I feel like a fool coming back with a big heavy box and not even buying anything. I would, but I kind of have some other obligations for today. I actually do, although it's not something I couldn't skip out on. It's just to practice with my team in a competitive online game. I promised my team that we'd practice today. Don't want to let them slack off. Of course, he doesn't mention what the team is. Your team? Are you the leader of the group? Yeah, I guess I am. That's so cool. I wasn't really nominated or anything. It's just how things turned out. Impressive. I wouldn't say having the carry role or messaging people all the time to come and play is all that impressive. Unfortunately, I don't have time to explain all the details. On your way out, would you pay for our drinks as well, like a gentleman? Crap, I almost forgot about that. I can barely afford to pay for my own coffee, much less everyone else. Maybe another time, Monika. Well, then I'll see you another time, Matthew. Bye-bye, Matthew. See you later. She's very flirtatious. And I appreciate that. You smart. You loyal. I appreciate that. Another one. Ooh, Sorry, I was going DJ Khaled for a second. Monika and Sayori sweetly smile at me, and Natsuki waves her hand as I leave them behind in a hurry. The coffee didn't cost a fortune, but spending so much on it doesn't feel like a good investment. I just drink it, and that's it. What else I get out of it? It's not like a game that stays in my collection. No, but you gotta cherish the moments. The moments you have and the memories you form are more important than a fucking game, my guy. Luckily, I arrive at the shop in time. I get what Mom asked for and go straight home. It was kind of heavy, but its shape... What? It was kind of heavy, but its shape made... Okay, sorry. Some sentences don't click in my brain. But its shape made it awfully tedious to carry on public transport. On my way home, my thoughts are filled with today's events. Feels like I made the right choice by joining the girls. It all went surprisingly well. In fact, better than any interaction I had with girls in school. Seeing how friendly they were to me, I think I made a good impression to all of them. Maybe I'll be able to get to know them even more in the future. Sayori. The Sundle of Bunshine! Yes! I remember that line from years ago! The Sundle of Bunshine! That's what I called my first stream. Ah, beautiful. Natsuki, who looks as cute as her cupcakes. Yuri, who's got a handful of interesting personality traits. Still, my thoughts are occupied with Monika, especially in that pose. Get him! Not that I have a chance, but miracles can happen, right? Daydreaming aside, I have to make my mind whether I'm actually willing to start working out. Hey, if a woman motivates you to start working out, that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. You need to work out, bitch! It's a brand new day. Not really, it's just Tuesday, but it can still be a good one. After stretching a bit, I look out my window and reminisce over the movie I watched yesterday. I remember this all from yesterday. I'm not rereading this. It's referencing a war movie. As I go to the kitchen, I got to say bye to Mom in person for a change. She was about to leave. Seeing her go to work kind of made me feel bad about staying home with literally nothing planned for my entire day. This thought kept me company, so I had my morning coffee in front of the house. Light breeze aided me in cooling my hot drink. While enjoying the sweet, milky taste, I had tried to come up with possible activities for today. The mug was half empty, or half full, when I saw a person running past our house in what appeared to be workout clothes. Not being an athletic person, I quickly dismissed the idea of doing the same. However, what I said to Monika, in an attempt to save face, might be a thing I could actually try. I helped Dad and some friends with moving in the past. It wasn't that bad, even if I got a little sweaty. I'm guessing a gym membership doesn't come cheap with all the expensive equipment they provide. But thinking about it makes me curious. How much is it actually? Going back to my room, I searched for local gyms and clicked on the first one the search engine gave me. Looks really slick and professional with photos, short to the point, descriptions and whatnot. That thing really grabbed my attention is the red headline saying they have a 1-month tryout period. The offer expires this week. It's exactly what I was looking for. If I changed my mind, which is very likely, I could just get a refund and maybe go buy a video game instead. What a coincidence, this website was the first one to pop up on my screen. It's almost like they're listening. I don't know what that fucking PewDiePie-esque face I just made was. After spending most of my remaining allowance on the membership fee, I embark on my journey to this foreign place. Sitting in front of the gym, I feel hesitant to enter. There's an automated slide door and a huge wheel-lit logo on the wall with the color. I can't sing this. Yeah, whatever. We read this yesterday, so I'm kind of skipping over it just a tiny bit. Heck, even a little reception from what I can see from the outside. I'm not trying to think myself out of it, but the whole building looks like a place you have to earn your way into. Otherwise, you'll get crushed like a low-level player who's trying to solo a monster boss. Jesus Christ, this dialogue. It's like mobile ad dialogue. Been milling about for a minute or two now. Looking my reflection in the eye, I take a deep breath. Here goes nothing. I'm doing lift-ups, where you lift yourself up. I spent an hour at the gym. Although the statement is true, what I actually did during that time wasn't amazing at all. Tried to do some weightlifting. He said that a coach helped him out and the advice was good, but then he had to pay for it, and, you know, he was learning a lot because he doesn't work out very much. I do remember this. And then we see Monika, and we stare, and then she approaches us, and I avoid eye contact, and when I turn back to her, Monika's right there. I remember this. Sorry, we just did this last night. This part is looping, because in both routes, we talk to Monika. Haven't seen you around this part of town, Rathu. Is this the gym you were telling me about yesterday? Huh? Yeah, I guess. I'm glad you think this is a nice area. Did I say stuff like that yesterday? I was too wrapped up in my own attempt to not look like a shut-in loser. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Wait, why does it matter what I think about it? No reason. Anyways, where were you headed before I get petrified by your crazy, gorgeous gaze? Now, I was thinking about what my next task should be for today, yeah. Then I saw you and, I get it. I like to take a walk when I want to organize my thoughts. Maybe it could help you too. So why don't you come and walk me to the music shop? Sort your thoughts out and I'll have company on my journey. It's a win-win situation. You could tell me about your plans, for example. Man, this is somehow scary and tempting at the same time. If I don't go with her, there's no telling when I'll get a chance like this again. However, if I go, I could easily embarrass myself and guarantee that she won't want to associate with me. I feel like I'm going to regret this, but I'll go with you, Monika. Okay. She walks past me and turns back with an elegant little twirl. And take the first step. She looks very pretty in this dress, I have to say. Very nice. Nice little, I don't know dress types, I'm a man. Nice white dress. Then take the first step. What does she mean? Is this one of those hints guys miss all the time? I mean, literally take the first step, otherwise we won't get anywhere. Oh, right, sorry. Off to a great start, Rathu. I avoid talking about my supposed plans for a while by throwing the ball back to her and ask about the things she's involved in. The only surprise is regarding the list of things she does is that she actually has time for it all. The day is 24 hours for her too, right? How can she do so many things? Well, I'm not one to talk. If I choose 2 important things in the same day, it's already a busy day for me. Still, I have to think of something to do next. She said I could walk her to the music shop, but after that, she'd probably like to do her thing on her own terms. Plus, if she asks me about what I'm going to do after this, I'm afraid stomping noobs is not going to cut it for an answer. We arrive at what appears to be the music shop, but seems to be closed with a note attached to the door. Monika walks closer and reads it. That's a shame. They changed their opening schedule, and they aren't open on Tuesdays anymore. Well, I assume you have to go and take care of your own business, so I don't want to keep you up. It's been nice talking to you. Wait a second, Monika! I could stay some more if you'd like. You're not thinking about skirting your responsibilities, are you? No, not at all. I thought it over while we were walking, and I have some time to kill at the moment. Is that so? Let me quickly improvise a plan. This really reminds me of a little thing my dad likes to tell me. Improvise, adapt, overcome. I don't know where he got it from, but it's a useful little reminder for me to not waver when facing new challenges. Here's an idea. If you aren't too tired after your workout, we could go for a long walk around town. I kind of feel bad about not going hard during my workout, but it seems like it wasn't such a bad thing after all. So I should take the first step, right? It's up to you, Rathu. When life comes knocking at your door, ignoring it is one option. I heard of life giving out lemons, but what does this knocking on my door one mean? Good, bro, this guy's stupid. Okay, let's go, I guess. I like this background for some reason. We start walking in what appears to be a direction picked out at random. She seems to know this area well, so I assume she already knows where we might end up at. I'm relieved when our conversation trails off from sharing our plans and we talk about more basic things, subjects in school, music, traveling, etc. It's a level of seriousness I'm comfortable with. She told me she's been practicing some jazz piano songs. Oh, excuse me, ignore that. She also said that in a few weeks she'll probably be ready to present it to all of us. Seeing her so passionate about it makes me want to listen to how far ahead she is working on it on a few months. Our focus shifts towards even less serious topics, and at this point, we're just messing about like we've been friends for a long time. Hey, Wrath, you want to hear a joke? Sure, what you got? Knock, knock. Oh God, why'd it have to be a knock, knock joke? Who's there? Just who? Just Monika.
Ratrapina.
Thanks for
Ratrapina.
following. I missed your name. God damn, I gotta make that message last longer in the future. But thanks for following. Just Monika. Is that supposed to be a reference to something? Either way, I forced myself to laugh as a not offender by keeping a poker face. Monika Doki Doki Twitch. We have another Monika in chat. This is just beautiful. Good one. Want to hear a different kind of joke? Go ahead. Tempted to say me, but she probably considers me a joke already, so it just come out as a statement of fact. Wow. This guy has a lot of self-confidence. Please, don't get upset if I don't laugh afterwards. That's okay, I'm used to... My voice trails off as I catch myself before going off about my ineptness. I search my memory thoroughly and try to recall one of the few really good dad jokes my dad told me when I was younger. Here's one. Once upon a time, there was a millionaire who collected live alligators. He kept them in the pool in the back of his mansion. The millionaire also had a beautiful daughter who was single. One day, the millionaire decides to throw a party. At the height of the event, he announces a competition and details the terms of it. My dear guests, I have a proposition to every man here. I will give $1 million or my daughter to the man who can swim across the pool full of alligators and emerge unharmed. To those brave few who would dare to try, come to the side of the pool. Several men came from the crowd, and they started looking at the alligator-ridden pool in front of them. As the millionaire was playfully teasing them about looking like scared little boys, they heard the sound of a large splash in the pool. The guy was swimming with all his might, and the crowd began to cheer him on. Finally, he made it to the other side of the pool unharmed. The millionaire was impressed, and he said, "That was incredible, astonishing. I didn't think anyone would even dare to try. Well, I must keep my end of the bargain. Take your pick, my daughter or the $1 million. The guy catches his breath and then says, "Listen, I don't care about the money. I don't care about your daughter. Just tell me who's the bastard that pushed me into the pool." Ha ha! That was funny, Rathu. Yeah, my dad used to teach me jokes like those. It's a good way to break the ice, he said. He's got a point. Do you know if the man later accepted the rewards? I read that totally wrong. Do you know if the man later accepted the rewards? Zyka says, "Yas, welcome, queen." Hey, any Monika is a queen in my book, unless you're a guy, in which case you could still be a king, all right? Don't put yourself down. No, it's just a joke. It ends there. I don't like to overthink things. But perhaps there's more to it than you'd think. You can extract a lesson even from a simple story like this. From a joke? Are you joking? This is exactly what I expect from Monika, trying to turn a joke into some philosophical discussion. I fucking love people like that. You shut your ass up, MC. Look it. I'm not just a simp for Monika, but legitimately, if anybody who knows me personally knows that I like interesting conversations as much as the next guy, you know? If you can turn a dull conversation into something really interesting that makes you think, then that's a good thing in my book, bro. If I don't pay attention, she might go off and try to define what the definition of is. It's not that complicated, really. Remember how the man didn't willingly jump into the pool? Although this is an extreme case, it is sometimes necessary for people to be pushed to action. Just like the man who swam across the pool, we can all achieve much more than we think. He was raging and vengeful, but ultimately the person who pushed him helped him take on a seemingly impossible challenge. But he could have died. Yes, just as many other people who take on high-risk jobs. For example, soldiers, firefighters, etc. I hope if you find yourself in a similar situation, you won't resent the person for pushing you to your limits. Don't worry, I won't even get close to a pool if it's filled with alligators. She's like, this MC, stupid as fuck, boy. Next few minutes pass and sounds as we walk down a long street. That's so awkward. The architecture of the buildings here show they were built recently. They have a distinctly sophisticated feel to them. Must be an upper class area. Quick sip. Okay. We take a turn and we are now walking a more quiet part of town. The silence between us starts to feel awkward, so I decide to speak up. Do you do anything simply for fun? Monika, something just occurred to me. Ever since I first saw you, there was always something important or useful you seem to be doing. Organizing, writing, presenting, studying. It's like all you do is stuff for other people would consider work, or tiresome at the very least. So I was thinking, don't you do anything just for fun? That sounds kind of demeaning. Look at her face! Look at her face! She's like, this bitch. I'm kidding. Oh, I am enjoying those things, Rathu. Well, most of them. But I guess you have a point. I don't usually talk about these things, but I've always been told by my family to spend my time in the most productive manner. If I wanted to play, I had to play a sport, solve a puzzle, practice music, or learn something new. Well, to me, that's just... I think it's more fun to do that kind of shit. I don't know. I really grew out of my gamer phase when I was a teenager. Like, drawing or working on a song or catching up with somebody after a while, I find much more engaging than just sitting around doing nothing. Whole lot of nothing. If I wanted to play, I just read that. Became a habit, and now it just comes to me without thinking about it. You literally spend every day working and studying? Okay, there is one thing we could all kill a guilty pleasure of mine. What do you mean, MC? She clearly was hanging out with her buddies yesterday. And that is? Might sound mundane coming from me, but I like to watch TV and just shut out all the noise from the world and... Wow, I'm reading this poorly. But I like to watch TV and just shut out all of the noise from the world from time to time. Me too. Although I don't do it very often because it's kind of lonely watching it by myself. I'm 99% sure that wasn't a hint directed at me. Even if it was, I don't dare to suggest that I'd volunteer in a heartbeat to watch TV with her. Let's watch some TV, Michael! Let's watch some Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul and Gravity Falls in one piece together. That'd be a good fucking day. And then we can dissect it afterwards like it's the Doki Doki Watch TV Club. Now it's your turn to share your guilty pleasures. Would you like them ordered alphabetically or by category? All right, MC, that was funny. I'll give you that. Even if there are many, they can't be that bad. Okay, here's one. I like to play visual novels. There, I said it. Why did her face turn to that? Don't worry, you're not alone. Although I dislike how the writers often rely on common stereotypes for the characters within. Do you play them too? Well, not really. It's more complicated than that. I look at her quizzically, waiting for an explanation for her unusual answer. Give me some time to think it over. A minute passes, but she still hasn't said another word. I guess she just wanted to drop the subject. That makes sense. You know, Monika, I really didn't expect to find myself here. That's sort of big change from what I usually do. Not that I don't ever go outside. Nah. I can relate to that feeling, Matthew. The way things have been going lately are very new to me as well. Maybe I'm just so used to being in school that it feels like it's where I'm supposed to be. Thus, being anywhere else, my presence seems foreign. But don't take it as me complaining. Things are turning out nicely so far, in my opinion. It's okay, I'm sure most of us feel out of place sometimes. I glance over at her and see her usual common expression being replaced by something more somber. Maybe I can lighten the mood with a more relatable story about me. Would you like to hear a story about me? Of course. Okay, now where should I start? This was in elementary school. I was a lot more shy back then. I read a lot of manga and sometimes even brought them to school with me. As you can imagine, it was all well and good until a fad came along with the kids around me and they wanted to start talking about that all the time. It's not that I had a problem with the game, but after playing it a few times, it really became mundane to me. Reading new stories interested me a lot more. They even pestered me about not joining them, telling me I'm acting like I think I'm better than them. It really wasn't that. I just wanted different things, and seeing the same thing play out over and over in that game bored me to tears. I paused for a few seconds as I tried to think of a way for Monika to finish the story in a funny or interesting way, but Monika interrupts me before I can continue. That's a really nice story. You don't know how much I can relate to that. You can? Anyways, we can change the subject, please. Yeah, sure. We walk in silence once more. I look at Monika and see a determined look on her face. Every step she takes. Confidence emanates from her. This whole situation makes me question what her motive could be for walking around with a guy like me. It's not like I'm that great or anything. Even the joke I told her wasn't something I came up with on my own. And just presenting things other people made in my own way doesn't merit appreciation, right? I don't know what that sentence is poorly worded. Suddenly she speaks up with a soft voice, but without looking at me. Not far now. Monika keeps walking without another word, like she has her sights locked on a target. Maybe she wants me to show me an interesting view of this place. She wordlessly stops and leans on the railing, looking over the calmly flowing water deep below us. I stand in the middle of the bridge and stare out over the water, gripping the railing with one hand. I held my breath for a moment, letting out a shaky sigh. My eyes are closed and I can feel a light breeze brushing past my face. I'm reminded of the sensation of weightlessness. Matthew! She suddenly calls out to me with an anxious tone in her voice. Yes, Monika? You just seem really somber for a minute. I got worried you're going to start crying for some reason. Don't worry, I'm not like that. Glad to hear that. Let's hope you won't get a reason in the near future. What do you mean? No, nothing. Don't overthink it. She has a point. I'm probably just imagining hidden meanings where there are none. I turn back to the river and enjoy the view a little more. We stand there silently for what feels like a couple of minutes. What does that mean? Is she giving a hint towards something in the route that I'm not understanding? What? Am I overthinking it? Now I'm talking like the fucking MC, but what does she mean by that? Why was the MC shaky, and why did she say something like that? Did I pick bad options when it came to the dialogue? Was I not supposed to pick those options or something? I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it, right? We stand there silently for what feels like a couple of minutes. I'm going home, Matthew. I turn over to Monika and see that she's already taking steps in the direction we came from. Did we come here just for the view? Was I supposed to say something? Monika, wait! She slowly comes to a halt and turns to me halfway. I'm listening. Would you mind if I walked you home? Not at all. In fact, I'm glad you're taking the initiative. But before we go, I have to let you know I can't invite you in. You see, my dad is a very particular person. He even criticizes the girls I'm friends with. No wonder she's out of my league. She's probably being held much higher standards than me. Disappointment is written all over my face, but I try to hide it by looking at the ground and away from Monika. Well, I can live with that. Shame. Yeah. Why does she seem disappointed? What did I do? Wait, what? Did I pick something wrong? Why did she seem disappointed? I don't understand. Is this like part of the script or I don't know? Monika starts walking again and I hastily follow and catch up with her. We take a similar path as we did before arriving at the bridge. After walking for a few minutes in silence, I try to reboot our conversation. So, Monika, do you often meet with your club members outside of school? I visit the girls from time to time. It was mostly just Sayori. Met on a semi-regular basis. Apart from those usual individual meetups, yesterday was the first time we all came together like this. I haven't heard a lot from Sayori in the past half a year, but I'm glad she found such a good friend, you know. She's fun to be around, isn't she? Well, that's not the main reason I visit her outside of our club meetings. You could say I was helping her out. Like studying together? No. Look, I think it'd be better if you spoke to her about this, okay? As you wish. I struggle to find another interesting topic, but nothing worthwhile comes to mind. While I'm pondering what to say, Monika starts texting on her phone. I can't make out what she's writing, but I definitely saw Sayori's name on the screen at one point. Were you not supposed to pursue her? I don't know. I don't know. I am really questioning. What did I do wrong? Was one of the options I picked not good? Did I trigger her by accident? I wish I made a save before those dialogue options. Ah, fuck. I don't know. I really hope I didn't mess something up. She stops in front of the gate of a beautiful modern-looking house. There's an awesome red Corvette parked in front of its garage. I always had the feeling Monika was out of my league. Now that feeling just quadrupled. Am I even allowed to be here? I'll see you another time, Matthew. Wait, before you go, I just wanted to ask something. Are you going to have another meetup in the near future? Funny you should mention it. I was just organizing one for tomorrow. Same place, same time. Are you thinking of joining of your own volition this time? Yeah, it was nice talking to you. I'm glad to hear that. Don't let anyone change your mind, though. No, I'll definitely... Oh, you know what? That line weirdly made me think. I think Monika, being Monika, remembered the previous run I did with Yuri yesterday. And I think she might be salty that I picked Yuri last time. Is that why she's acting like this? I don't know. I don't know, man. Because that line that she just said, don't let anyone change your mind, though. Is she, like, trying to say, like, don't pick nobody else? Is that what she's saying? No, I'll definitely be there, Monika. All right, I hope you have a moderate amount of fun tomorrow. See you later. See you tomorrow. She looks over to the side for a second before turning around. She opens the gate with a swift motion and walks to the front door with elegance in her every step. I realize I've been staring at her, and she turns around before entering her house. She gives me a half smile and puts her hand on her waist. I awkwardly wave at her and leave the high-class neighborhood. I hope she doesn't think I'm a creep for staring like that. Nah, she like it. Monika isn't the type to, you know. She doesn't take things in a bad way. She seems old. Don't scare me like that, MC. What the fuck was that? Jesus. I thought a goddamn zombie was coming out of my closet or something. Whew. The dead body in my basement just woke up. Alright. Oh, that just happened. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Come out of bed, drag myself to the bathroom, water comes out of the faucet. That was the Chinese dialogue I skipped over. Jump scare? Wasn't expecting that sound? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Alright, and you wonder what I skipped? I just said something about him texting Sayori in the morning, and then they all meet up at the park. I didn't skip much. Don't worry. The girls are not only still in the park when I arrive, but are also at the same location. Ah, hi everyone. Hi. Hello there. Oh, it's you again. Shut your bitch ass up. I can't help but notice Monika is nowhere to be seen. Wasn't she the one who organized this meetup? What's wrong, Matthew? You have a funny look on your face. Wait, where's Monika? What do you mean? What did I do wrong? What? Did I do something wrong? Oh, are you looking for Monika? No. Was it that obvious? Now that you mention it, where is she anyway? She's not coming today, so if you only came here because of her, you can... Natsuki, please be more respectful. Whatever. She said she's going to a piano competition or something like that. I don't really remember what she said exactly. So she asked me to fill in for her since I'm her vice president and all. I see. Okay, everybody, are you ready to have a ton of fun? What did I do wrong? Is this scripted? I feel like I did something wrong, Monika, baby! I'm looking it up. Hold on. Monika isn't there in day 3 Doki Summertime because she temporarily removed by the game's mechanics after a specific player choice to move her. What? What? Wait, what? Removed. Often appearing gone as the mod prepares for her return with you. Wait, this is talking about a different mod. Why did I even fucking read the AI one? What? Why did I even read the AI one? These are all talking about Monika After Story. I know and like that mod, but that's not what I'm playing. I can't seem to get an answer on this. I don't know. What? Do you guys remember what day it just said it is? Is it Thursday in this game? I can't recall. Why is Monika not there on... I'm going to say, I think it's Thursday? What? Monika's not present on Thursday because she is the character who did not win either of the first 2 acronym games and is therefore not a focus of a one-on-one hangout with the protagonist. Wait, is it? Oh, it's wait, he said it's Wednesday, my dudes, isn't he? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's Wednesday, isn't it? It's Wednesday. Part of the game's, it's part of the mod's story progression where the girl won the first minigame, Sayori Natsuki Yuri takes the spotlight for a special hangout, and the other girls, including Monika, are absent. So this happens with every girl. So, for some reason in this mod, the girl you go after is always just not going to be present on the second day for some weird reason. Why is that? Why is that? That's so weird. Alright, I'm moving on. I guess... What did you plan for us today, Sayori? I don't know. I just felt like saying that.
How did you even become vice president?
Worry not, Natsuki. I'm sure we'll manage even if Monika's absent. This isn't the first time we had to do so, remember?
At least this time she's not showing up late with lame excuses like she did in the club, am I right?
I have to disagree. Practicing on a musical instrument is not lame. Yeah, come on, Natsuki. God, you're being such a bitch. A bitch.
Oh, come on. Do you seriously think she actually forgot to pay attention to the time that often? Monika, of all people, get real.
Well, I did hear other students theorizing about her mysterious piano practices. Monika didn't go into detail about how and when she plays on the piano, but I don't get what can be so mysterious about her practice sessions with. I think that's because of lore implications from the original game that I'm not going to get into now. Wait, didn't she even... She didn't even say if she's practicing alone or with the help of somebody else. What did you hear, Yuri? It's just gossip, really. Just baseless allegations, as all rumors. Sorry for raising my voice. It's okay, Yuri.
Yeah, there's totally no reason to believe Monika's going somewhere else when she's supposedly practicing piano. It's not like the boys are standing in line to get with her, and all she has to do is give one of them her time and have some extracurricular activity.
Hey, Monika's not like that.
Come on, Sayori, you know she's way more popular than us.
Yeah, you're right. Wow, not even gonna defend.
Besides, I'm not even seeing her doing anything yet.
Speaking of Monika, we're probably not going to a cafe like on Monday, but we can still have a lot of fun here. Are you okay with that, Rathu? Fine with me. Yay! I'm actually kind of relieved because I slightly felt like I didn't belong in such a classy place. You would have coffee, but we have something else on the menu. Yuri brought a book she wants to share with you. Wow, just like the coffee on Monday. Dark and sweet. Better not say it, though. Sayori, that's... Ugh. Come on, don't be shy. Never mind. Yuri's struggling with her words. Maybe she's making a bigger deal out of this than it actually is. Don't worry, Yuri. I like to share my hobbies with people, too, so it's probably a pretty normal thing to do. Please, tell me about the book you brought. Although I might not be overly excited about books in general, it wouldn't hurt to listen to her for a bit. I find her passionate attitude towards them admirable anyway. I recently brought a new horror book, which you might like too, Rathu. That's not the reason I bought it! I was going to buy one anyway! She lets out another sigh. Maybe she needs to rest for a bit. I merely went with a story that's been adapted into a video game, or so I've heard. Perhaps it could be a good starting point for you to become involved in literature. I'm sorry if this is a bit too sudden. Don't sweat it, Yuri. What's the story about? Let's see. It takes place in a dystopian future where a war-broke society as we know it. A once bustling city became an unearthly concrete jungle that is now inhabited by ghoulish creatures roaming the ruins. The remains of the local populace are forced to live in the underground tunnels to escape the deadly radiation of the surface. However, even despite the most dire of circumstances, humans can't escape their nature and squabble over what little remains. It has elements of philosophy mixed into the post-apocalyptic concoction. However, the occasional fights might be the thing that will keep your attention. Philosophy mixed in, like quotes from historical people. Oh my god, bro doesn't even know what philosophy is. Oh, not quite. You see, the writer explores the effects of such a wretched existence on not only society, but the individuals coping with it day by day. As you can imagine, living in the darkness with little to no light, compared to the sunlit days we enjoy, is a terrifying fate that can drive almost anyone insane. A recurring theme that skirts the border of copying and embracing insanity are the different cults that are present in the story. It is a rather negative approach to religion, per se, although the book does not portray spirituality itself in a bad light. I only recently started to read it, so my description of it was only what I gathered from the first few reviews. In case it piqued your interest, I would gladly lend you one of my copies. That is, if Monika's okay with you having it first. It's nice of you to offer it to me, Yuri. I'll think about it. I'm glad to hear that. In case you go for it, we could discuss it together. I guess we could. Though I haven't really had any discussions about books before. You'd have to show me how it's done before we go in deep. I would like that. Yuri. Typical Yuri shenanigans. Ah, talking about books. Ooh, book discussions. Her voice got lower, both in pitch and volume as she said that. She's nervously fidgeting with her hair and visibly starts blushing. Don't bonk me, bonk Yuri, that's her. Does she always get so excited when talking about books? Natsuki and Yuri start laying out their plans for the summer. Visiting places, doing things together, a lot of girly stuff that's just boring to listen to. I look at the park with a blank expression, and soon all the chatter just fades in the background. Suddenly, I'm jolted back to reality by a dog's barking as it runs past me. I turn to see it, and I spot Sayori playing with this brown furball. I notice a lively but distinct calm temper, just sitting on the ground, looking with curious puppy eyes at all the people around. I want to go there and ruffle that scruffy hair. The dog is cute too, I guess. Hey, am I allowed to give the pat on the head? Sure, she's very open and friendly. I lay down and pat her head lightly. What are you doing? I'm not a dog! But I get why they like it so much. You two seem to be in tune with each other. Did it say anything nice to you? Woof woof. But I'm paraphrasing. She gets a chuckle out of me. For as long as I've known her, she always had that ability. I remember this one time. She was over at her house and I asked her what was the time. She had an old radio in the living room back then. She read the display and said, it's 76.2 FM. I couldn't talk because I was laughing so hard. I teased her for at least a week with it, but she figured out it stops being funny when she looks at me with sad puppy eyes. Rathu, do you think I should ask my parents for a dog? They're like the perfect companions. I would walk him, feed him, teach him tricks, cuddle with him, and walk with him. That's a pretty big responsibility, you know. Besides, what happened to your cat? You mean Muffin? Well, he leapt out the window one day and never came back, and I never saw him again. You think he could have started a new life with a new identity? Maybe he got in trouble with the local cat gang. Maybe he was secretly a cat burglar and roamed the city burglaring burglaries. There are no cat gangs, Sayori. Just because you haven't seen them, it doesn't mean they don't exist. Cats are very sneaky, you know. While we were arguing about the possibility of a feline crime syndicate, the little dog rushed away. Clearly, our subject was appalling. What's up with all the puns all of a sudden? Wait, the petting isn't done yet! Sayori starts running after the new four-legged friend, but it gives up when she notices it's running back to its owner, an older man. Sayori and Yuri change the subject to some book I haven't heard about until they bring up something that was a sign of... Sayori just hold the silly rope. Why should you need no silly rope? No, I'm bonking you now. I'm bonking you now. Ugh. All right. Okay, everybody. Who wants to play the same game we did on Monday? Count me in. Maybe you'll actually win this time. No, you. Maybe you'll actually win this time, Matthew. Wait, what? I did win last time. What are you talking about? I did win last time. Aw, you stupid. I wouldn't want to be left out either. Yay, nobody's left out. Let's go. What we do here is go back. Sorry. Rage baiting. Yeah, that's Natsuki, I guess. Rage baiting. I thought you were talking about me skipping Natsuki, but we already saw that yesterday and I didn't care to read it again. Okay, well, I guess we have to go after somebody else. Do you guys have a preference? Sayori? Look at her up there. Sayori, Natsuki, or Yuri? What do you guys prefer? Because, like, I know we did the Yuri route yesterday, but she wasn't there on day 2, just like how Monika's not here on this day now. So, we could see what we missed of Yuri if we pick her for this day 2. Or, we could... do Natsuki or Sayori? Yuri. I'm down for more Yuri. I like that woman-on-woman action. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Yuri? Alright, we got 2 Yuris already. But if anybody else in chat wants to say anything, please feel free. Taking a quick sip of water. My hot apple cider already went cold, unfortunately. So it is now just apple cider. Alright. PNG Dynamite. I already saved, right? Yes, okay. Alright. I am good at getting Yuris, I think. So, Parahoid Neighborhood. Tactical Edged Armory Machete. Not safe for work. Rest in peace. Missing in action. Absolute irony. What? I'm assuming... oh, I don't know which one's Yuri. This? What? Viable Needle. Needless inscrutability makes blushing Yuri. What? That's definitely not Yuri. Natsuki's interactions mimic boisterous youngsters. Not in my backyard. I don't know. I feel like Yuri wouldn't write this about herself, right? Oh, this one's Yuri. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Too long, didn't read. I feel like, would this contradict if that's Yuri? Because didn't she say she didn't know what that meant? Well, I guess she would because the literature club passed already. But it's probably this one. Yeah, okay. Natsuki, what are you pissed about? You're always fucking pissed, man. Anybody want to play another round? Most certainly. No, thanks. That's okay, Natsuki. We could just do something else. Yuri lets out a short sigh. There's a minute of silence between us. Yuri's the one who interrupts it. She reminisces over a book they read during the school year. I was never much of a reader, but it wouldn't hurt to listen in for a bit. Maybe I can join them in at some point. Excuse me. So, what did you think about the twist halfway through the story? It was so sad. I felt really sorry for her when she died. Like, why didn't somebody do something? She had friends and all. It was revealed in later chapters. Don't you remember, Sayori? I only read a few pages after the girl committed... Shush, Sayori. Matthew might want to read it to himself. We wouldn't want to spoil it for him, right? Hey, I didn't read it either. Ugh, you're right. I'm sorry. Catch Natsuki glancing at me for a moment. I decided to take the hint and act upon it. I read a horror book once. Who? Care to elaborate, Matthew? It's about this young guy. Protagonist is just a few years older than us. The story is set in a post-apocalyptic future. Basically, it's set after the nuclear bombs were dropped. Drop! Everybody knows has to live underground tunnels to survive. They have to fight back monsters. Only a few people go to the surface because it's so dangerous. This feels like a not well thought out dialogue reusage. So, is Matthew talking about the same exact book that Yuri just offered him to read? So don't they both know about it? Don't they both know about it? Unless one was talking about Half-Life and one was talking about Fallout, but it sounds like they're both talking about Fallout. Clearly the mod writer liked Fallout. We follow the protagonist on his journey to deliver a message to another underground community. Meanwhile, he has dark, blurry visions that involve monsters. It's about as much as I can recall off the top of my head. Just hoping not to get called out for reciting the story of a shooter game I played. Oh, Matthew, I didn't expect us to have a similar taste in literature. Am I wrong to assume a story implied that all the monsters were just living beings like us humans? Crap, did she play the same game? Yeah, how did you know that? It was just an assumption. It's a recurring trope in some of the novels I read. Wait, chat, whoever wants to see this, I literally just did the Yuri route yesterday and it's on YouTube. This dialogue is reused if you pick Yuri on the first day, so I am just skipping it. I'm not... If you want to see it, it's on YouTube right now. The whole Yuri route is. But yeah, this is literally just all reused. Yep, okay. Probably should change here. Bus arrives after a minute or two. There are only a few seats available. Look, there are 2 seats next to each other. Would you like to sit next to the window? Yes, thank you. I let her in first and take my seat by her side. I can't sit silently next to such an attractive girl. I have no topic and I must speak. So, do you have any hobbies not related to literature? I do, but, well, it's something hard to explain. Oh my god, it's a more reused dialogue. Damn it! Ah! This was all just from yesterday. Okay, moving on. I'm not in a hurry to go home, so I keep a comfortable pace and think about today's events. Even the way Yuri says goodbye conveys elegance. Man, I'm starting to feel the need to grab a firm book and do some thorough discussing and actually get into the habit of reading. Worst case scenario is that I get some experience outside my comfort zone. It's worth a try at least. It's not like I would just do it to impress Yuri. Monika seems the kind of girl who appreciates a guy who's well-read and not just well-toned. I hope she's back for the next meeting. After all, she was so inspiring right from the moment I met her on Sunday. Daydreaming aside, I have to figure out what book I'd be actually willing to read. Okay, cool. I really hope we're going to get to see Day 2 Yuri. And it's not just going to reuse Day 1. So normally Thursday is a boring way to start. Yeah, okay. This is all reused. This is all... Oh, I can skip, thank God. It's just... Okay, so it's just the same thing. We live in a society. We can see the different dialogue option, though. Do you like traveling? Wait, new drawing? Hey, there's a new drawing! Why is that? It's interesting. Hey, Yuri. Yes? This might sound a little out of the blue, but do you like traveling? She lets out a barely audible sigh before giving her answer. I used to like it. She didn't give any further explanation. Is she trying to sound mysterious intentionally? So you don't like traveling anymore? I do, but I have some personal reasons for not liking it in general. Although if given the opportunity to have suitable company and have a destination that's to my liking, I wouldn't hesitate to embark on a new journey. Where would you like to go? Well, I didn't think about that, to be honest. I feel like visiting memorable locations from my childhood could be nice. Even something as simple as visiting a place in our city I haven't seen in a long time could be interesting. Exploring new territories could work as well if I felt like I was in the right... Her voice trails off the end of her sentence and her lips curve into a modest smile. I can't tell for certain what these lighting conditions, but I think she's blushing. How about you? I guess I'm kind of with you in liking it and not at the same time. I love going to cool new places, but dislike all the hassle of getting there. I know. We're supposed to enjoy the journey, but I haven't traveled a lot without my family there. It's a limit to the amount of dad jokes one can take. Can you tell me one? A dad joke? I know, it's a silly request. Don't worry about it, I'm just surprised somebody voluntarily wants to listen to one. Give me a sec, I'll think of one. I'm focusing in on the feeling of cringing in an attempt to find an example of fatherly humor. Here's one. Why did the chicken cross the road? Why? To get to the other side. She gives me a meek smile, which is to be expected for a stupid joke like this one. Still, it's like her thoughts went off somewhere else yet again. I've heard this one so many times I couldn't count. What do they mean by other side? The other side of the road, what else? Oh, it's just me then. What did you think it means? I hope you don't think I'm weird for it. Don't worry, I'm sure it's nothing too bad. You see, the other side is also a euphemism for the underworld, the realm of spirits. With that in mind, the chicken might have attempted to cross the highway in an attempt to end his earthly existence. Whoa, I never thought of it that way. I'm getting schooled even in jokes. What's next? She shyly grabs the controller and crushes me with a flawless victory. I probably can only take so many blows at a time. I best get my thoughts off this topic. The tea is taking its effect on me. I'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, okay. This is just all reused. I can skip it. So why is this image only appearing now and not the first time around? Did I pick a good dialogue option or something? I don't know. That's really strange. This mod is very peculiar. Well, we already saw both of these, so I'm just gonna skip, I think. Wait, is it new? So, we didn't have any time yesterday to talk about it. What do you like to do when you're not reading? Writing. She seems to be really focused on literature in general. I mean, do you do any other things not related to literature? For example, I like to play a lot of video games, but I also watch movies now and then. No, this is the same thing. In my free time? Yeah, okay, this is just reused. I don't know why. I thought there was like a secret hidden date if you pick them when it's not the... I don't know. There might be, but this is just all reused. We just did the year right yesterday. I don't feel like reading this again. All right. I still don't get it. I mean, the whole appeal of such a story. Ugh, I was rambling again, wasn't I? It's okay. No, I should pay more attention. I've been told that despite my valuable insights in literature, I can't force my passion upon others. So if you ever feel overwhelmed by me, don't be afraid to just say stop. Like a safe word? Come again? Quick, change the subject. So, what's your favorite food? Huh, that's quite the change in subject, Rathy. Oh, so this is new. Okay, interesting. This is what I was going for. Being stealthy about it didn't work, however. But since you asked, the one thing that came to mind are crepes. Oh, crepe? Specifically, one with peanut butter and banana filling. Maybe I'm just fond of it because of some memories. What kind of memories? Rathy, what's your favorite color? This one time I get the hint I let go of my question. Our conversation continues for a few minutes. Yuri looks out of the window and goes silent for a couple of seconds. I just realized the crepes reference. That's so... I only thought of it because yesterday she brings up she wonders if they have crepes when they go to the movie theater in the date. And I was like, that's random. Why would they have crepes in a movie theater? And she mentions it again now. But I just realized this is a really obscure joke because in regular Doki Doki Club Act 3, when you're talking to Monika, she actually can bring up a conversation about Yuri. And something about like, she brought crepes into the club and everybody was so weirded out or something. It's been so fucking long since I've done that. But I do remember that being a thing. Anyways. The conversation continues for a few minutes, then Yuri looks out the window and goes silent for a couple of seconds. Turning back, she stares intently into my eyes. We're here. I push the stop signal and we get off the bus shortly after. We go the rest of the way on foot, slowly nearing the end of this little adventure in the sunset. Yuri's phone buzzes on the way. She reads the short text message and puts it away with the same elegance shown in the way she walks. I believe this is it. I don't know how to pay you back for today. What? I paid for half of the tea. Oh, maybe this will do for now. Monika sent a text about meeting in an ice cream shop tomorrow. I would like to invite you too. Maybe we could continue our adventure. I'm down for that. Splendid. Yuri explains the details of tomorrow's meeting and goes silent again. I guess it's time to say goodbye. I don't know why I thought of the Ruby song. I think it's called Time to Say Goodbye as well. Anyways, she hesitates to speak and leans in and gives me a kiss on the cheek. What? As she pulls back, I barely have enough time to see her face blushing bright red before she swiftly rushes through the entrance of her house. Thanks.
What? Yuri, why'd you do that? I'm dating Monika.
No! No! I'm dating Monika! Wait a second, she didn't even do that when I was dating her in her official route! Alright, doing a little more. We can't end the Monika episode on Yuri. It's Friday. Okay, this is repeated dialogue. Yep, all repeated. Alright, this was a very funny scene. I like the scene, but I don't feel like reading it again. It's just all the same thing. Cool. So now we have to pick between Monika or Yuri to continue with, and we're going to, of course, pick Monika. And I better fucking save, because it's really hard to always get Monika's right. Yes. Yes. Fuck. Background. True type font. Okay. Artificial intelligence. Ah! Okay, we got Monika. We got her. That was easy that time. The game concludes and Monika announces the winner. I didn't expect it, but I still managed to win somehow. Yeah, so you always win when Monika's going, which is interesting. Yuri's a lot more reserved than during the game. It's honestly hard to tell what's on her mind with her modest behavior. Four girls get into a conversation about literature. I can't really complain about feeling excluded since Monika originally came up with this game for that purpose. Random thoughts start to cloud my mind as I space out for however long. I've already lost track of time when I suddenly hear the girls laughing about something. It's time to listen in with the hopes of actually being able to contribute a few meaningful comments. It's kind of like the story behind the story. Oh wait, oh shit, this is all... Oh, it's more loop dialogue. Damn it, really? Okay, here we go. Now, what do you say? Shall we take this meeting somewhere else? You can move on without me. Yuri said that with a somber expression on her face. Oh? Oh, so this is different. Oh, I see. Would you like to stay here some more? Not quite. I just realized I need to continue a story I left behind some time ago. This feels like the appropriate time. I hope you can understand. Ah, so like Monika... Ooh, interesting. So Monika tried to pull Yuri away from us last time. Okay, so last time, when we were on the Yuri route, Monika made some excuse and said that she needed to bring Yuri along because I think she was pissed that we were going after Yuri. But now, Yuri's excusing herself because we tried dating Yuri, and then we're going back to Monika. So, yeah, I see. Weird. This is a strange way to organize this mod. Yeah, I believe I do. It must be a good read if it left such a deep mark on you. Ah, a good read indeed. Yuri stands up from the table and hastily says goodbye to us before leaving. Oh, I feel bad, but Yuri, I wasn't trying to date you, girl. She didn't even look at me. So, how about everyone else? There's this lovely cafe I thought of going to.
That's the one we went to on Monday.
Exactly. We had a lot of fun last time, so I figured it'd be nice to go there again. I have some fond memories of that place. And cookies. We'll just have to see if they have some today. How about you, Rathu? How could I ever say no to such a sweet smile? Let me show you. Huh? I stand up and walk over to the entrance. I'm holding it open and gesturing to the girls with a smile on my face. Wow, they actually liked it. Alright, I want to do just a tiny bit more before I end the stream. But I'm also going to take a short break. I'm going to be back in like 3 minutes. Just got to use the restroom and get a drink.
Be back!
I am back. Yes, I'm back. Okay, sorry. I had a moment just now. I'm not gonna TMI y'all, but like, oh man, my lactose intolerance was acting up all of a sudden. I ate too much cheese and milk today, apparently. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. Rat members unite. I see in the chat. Rat members unite. That's a new one. Rat Merbers unite. A new Merber. Yes. While I was in the toilet, I did see that one of the Monikas in chat, I don't actually know which one, joined the Discord, so welcome into that if you're still here. But we'll do a little bit more of this Monika route before I head off for bed. Because I want to see more, to be real. Alright, let's see. We went with public transport and I sat next to Sayori. Since we spent so much time apart, we give each other other summaries in the past year. She tells me about all the things they do in the club. Sounds like they have a good dynamic going on. No wonder she didn't try to look for me. Someone's tapping on my shoulder. We have reached our destination. It's just a stone's throw away. I held the door open for the girls to enter the cafe. Sayori's first and Natsuki with Monika following them. It's nice to come back to this place, Monika. Ooh, hey baby, come here often. Stop it. We have a professional relationship, Miss Vice President.
Monika, can I?
Yes, you can get the same. Come on, let's order something. I'm sure Sayori's not going to get filled up with the view. Toby wants to get something tasty. This place still looks really good. I sigh. The prices probably haven't changed since Monday. While the two girls are examining all the delicacies on display, Monika's ordering the 3 drinks. And a cappuccino. What are you getting for yourself, Monika? Black Americano with sugar, you know, the usual. A cup of sweet darkness. I feel like there's a reference somewhere in there. So why is this kind of looping? Oh wait, it's different. I don't know, we have a gentleman among us. It's just a few cups of coffee, Rathu. So, okay, Monika, you'll be my guest another time. Shuts on the music chocolate and lightly shoves my shoulder. You're so cheeky, but I'll hold you to your word. Oh, look at that little smile she made. I tapped it away too quickly. I'm about to pay when the cashier reassures me that I can go join the girls at the table. I assume I'll pay when we're done. We go and look for the other 2 girls who have already taken their seats at a table and are engaged in conversation, sorry. I recognized Natsuki's voice sooner than I actually saw the 2 of them.
Did you read the manga though? It was like way better than the anime.
I honestly sit down at the table, careful not to interrupt Natsuki in her rant. I don't even know what show she's talking about, but she's probably right.
There's this iconic moment in the first volume where the protagonist meets the bad guy for the first time. They just cut it out!
What happened in that scene?
From what I can recall, the bad guy was beating up this little girl. When the protagonist arrived, they basically scared him away. I don't remember seeing any bruises on the girl, but she had a horrified look on her face and struggled to stand on her feet. Don't get me wrong, I felt sorry for her being hurt, but it doesn't seem like this wouldn't fit in with fighting scenes where people literally die.
I have an idea why they might have not included that in the anime.
Yeah? Why?
Why don't you tell us about the other things that happened in the manga?
Sure, I guess. So I remember that blonde girl who joined them in season 2?
Yeah, I really liked her.
Seriously? I thought it was awfully annoying how she got herself into trouble all the time and needed the others to save her.
But it was so cute when they had their little moments after that. Like when they were just looking into each other's eyes. Made me feel all fuzzy on the inside. Did you feel the same?
Whatever. I just find this whole maiden thing waiting for a savior cliche frustrating. Sometimes life is tough, but you gotta be tougher. Still, at least there's something happening when she gets saved. Unlike the filler episodes.
What's a filler episode? Do you mind if I explain, Natsuki? Natsuki shrugs her shoulders, not even bothering to say whatever this time. Basically, a filler is part of a story with little to no progression occurring. They often tell stories loosely related to the main plot line. For example, when all the main characters go to a beach and most of the episode is just shenanigans happening between them. Wait a second. Is our day at the pool Sunday going to be a real life filler then? Monika seems a little uncomfortable by Sayori's question. She has some surprisingly irrelevant questions sometimes. Let's just say Sunday is going to be too important to be labeled as such. Why? I just have a hunch. All this talk about Sunday makes me imagine what it's going to be like to swim with all the girls. The 4 girls, all in bikinis. Yeah! Suddenly I hear somebody snapping their fingers in front of my face.
Yo, this isn't a napping club!
Huh? What do you mean?
You spaced out for like 20 minutes.
Oh, it's long even by my standards. But hey, at least I wasn't overthinking social interactions with the girls around me like a character in some bad fanfic. Besides, planning strategies for my in-game champion has a use other than keeping my mind busy. Does our school have a napping club?
No, dummy! We were talking about clubs in general.
So, what I wanted to say is, I do believe that Todd guy from the chess club has a bright future ahead of him. I know he's a little nerdy, but I can imagine him becoming the face of some sort of tech company one day.
I don't know what you see in him. He just seems like a weirdo like the rest of the chess players.
Doesn't Yuri like to play chess?
Did I stutter?
Natsuki, it's not nice to talk bad about somebody who isn't present.
It's okay. I say it to her all the time.
How about you, Rathu? Which club were you a member of in school? Oh no. If I admit I wasn't a member of any club, they'll probably think I'm some sort of weird loner. Yeah, maybe I am a bit, but I don't want them to know that. Well, I was debating with myself whether I should join the debate club. These aren't the reactions I'm looking for. But then I saw the animated expressions of the guys in the anime club. Should let them go about their business. Just let the conversation move along without me. Meanwhile, Sayori invited me to the literature club. Think we all know how that turned out.
Yeah, it turned out great. Fun club with no creepy weirdos.
Natsuki.
Yeah, you're right. There was Wallace.
So there weren't any clubs that interested you? Well, yeah.
I bet if our club was something else, you would have leapt at the chance to join.
He totally would have joined if all he had to do was share memes. A meme club? What would we even do? Review memes and give them silly ratings? Anyway, it's been a pleasure to spend this time together with every single one of you. Fortunately, I have to go and tend to some other obligations I have for today. See you all on Sunday. Rathy, stay for as long as you like. I'm sure the other girls appreciated your company too. Bye. Monika starts heading towards the exit with elegance in every step she takes. Her hips lightly bobbing from side to side. The gears in my head start to turn. Ooh, neuron. Bzzz. Am I onto something? She said bye while looking straight at me before she left. She did imply she enjoys my company too. On Monday, she was very friendly towards me. I know this is risky, but I feel like if I don't take this chance, I won't have another one. Her hands touch the handle on the door. She gracefully leaves the building. I immediately stand up and hurriedly walk towards the entrance, following in Monika's footsteps. MC's finally getting the hint. She wants me to take the initiative, yes. Don't be a dummy, MC. Luckily, she didn't get far from the cafe when I finally catch up to her. Monika, wait! Before you go, let me ask you something. How about we go somewhere together? Would that be a date? If you want it to be. I can't do that, I'm too busy. Also, you're not really my type. We can be friends, though. What? Why? So she really was pissed at me. Why was she pissed at me? What did I do wrong, Monika? I look off to the side with an unamused look on my face as I let out a short but frustrated sigh. I guess that's fine, but does that mean Monika liking me was just a figment of my imagination? Regardless, I was kind of expecting this answer, so whatever. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find someone one day. I shrugged my shoulders with a sort of confidence I didn't know I had. Tough luck. I guess you'll just miss out on the chocolate shop. Bye, Monika. So if I turn on my heel and bite my lip before I say anything that'll make me look even more of a loser. Wait, I just wanted to see how you'd react. Sorry. Don't know what that reaction was. Excuse me. Take a few more steps before I hear her following up with her own round. I stop, but don't look back just yet. I need to regain my composure. Is that so? Well, it's a shame you won't get to see my reaction when I try the Belgian chocolate. Well, about that. So I turn around, suppressing a smile caused by a preemptive feeling of success. Yeah? I'm actually free tomorrow. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I get the hint this time. Putting my hands at my hip, just as she's so fond of doing, I reply. You're just trying to get me to buy you a chocolate, aren't you? Ha! That wasn't my aim. Now that you mention it, are you going to? I don't know. You'll have to come and see for yourself. Saying this feels so weird. She's probably think I'm a jerk for not giving it a yes or no answer. Ha! I can feel her judgment weighing down on me like the threat of being an outcast. My heart is racing like I'm playing a ranked match and my entry to a higher league hangs in the balance. I guess we'll have to see tomorrow, right? Look at that's the face. That's the face. What? I pinch my cheek just to make sure I'm not dreaming. Ouch, the sudden pain gave me enough clarity to realize I'm forgetting something. So, how should we get in touch? I thought you'd never ask. Two of us exchanged phone numbers. I imagine this looks like a mundane event from the outside, but internally, I'm screaming with joy as the most gorgeous girl I personally know gives me an opportunity. You had us in the first half, Monika, I won't lie. You had me in the first half! Oh, we're gonna stop here. Alright, well, wow. I thought that she was pissed about our previous run with Yuri. I thought that's why she, like, or like I picked something bad in that dialogue option earlier. Ugh. Anyways. Alright, that was the stream. Thank you guys for listening. I'm having fun. We'll continue more sometime soon. Probably next weekend. But, if not, the following one. Alright, good night, Rap members, humans. Thanks for joining.